Hi, good morning. How many of you have heard about WeMake? Well, I'm going to tell you about it and the story of how I came up with its visual identity. So WeMake is the Wednesday Makers Club. It's open to all, and it's where we get together to learn about technology and work on our after-hour projects. I began the process of branding WeMake by speaking to Mark, the organiser, about what WeMake is to him, and then I went away and put down some thoughts about what WeMake can really be. I filtered these thoughts down into 4 brand pillars that push WeMake beyond the cliches of a technology brand. WeMake is human. It's not photos of electronics, it's photos of people, it's people's sketchbooks and their handwriting and the ink and their mistakes. And it's real, it's tangible, you can feel it, you can hold it, you can break it. In my sketchbook I actually stuck down material to convey this, as you can see. And it's not just fun, it has purpose. So it's solutions based. People are creating solutions to problems and photos of products in use, and graphically shapes that come together to reveal more information suggest that. And finally, it's unorthodox. It's not boring technology, it's experimental. References included strange and unique typography, keeping WeMake fresh. Ultimately, as Mark told me, it's where creativity meets technology. And in this case, so it's like two pieces of a puzzle making something new. But our pieces of our puzzle were the W and the M for the WeMake. So I began thinking of some logos and I needed inspiration. And I found inspiration in London on the way to work, and suddenly the shapes and lines and shadows took the forms of W's and M's. They were everywhere. So with that, I began to fill my sketchbooks up with triangles and shapes. I used 2-tone colours to play with overlap and negative space, and came up with 3 logo concepts. The first one is the triangles, each triangle being unique, coming together to form a W and the M, and where they meet in the middle is where the special WeMake stuff happens. Then there's the doodle. So this plays on the contrast of the formed factual make, which represents technology, and that is defaced by the demanding and the creative we, bringing them all together. And finally there's the pattern. This is where a world of mathematic shapes meet in, they've just like exploded, and where they've met in the middle it forms WeMake. And this was the logo we decided to take further. And my initial attempts at this were really defiantly analog and full of texture. I used crayons, I used paper and glue, and even felt tip. But in the end I took these ink marks that I'd scanned in and went vector, and went for colours that would stand out in the sapient corridors. The logo is made up from these shapes that break out to make different symbols and patterns, and this exploration led to the initial introductory posters. But it did not end there. We took it further, and our future posters will be more free and more wild. We'll take it digital, we'll stick it on our desks, We'll wear it. We'll put it on our final projects. We'll let it live in the studio and let it take over London. And it's already begun. We've had our first trip to Hackney Makerspace. We had our first meetup where we thought of loads of cool ideas. We had our second meetup where we thought of our groups. And our last meetup where we looked at Arduino technology. And we're not just having fun, we have 3 important group projects. There's AltPay, which is cashless digital donations for the homeless. There is Tupperware, where we're looking at where technology can save material in packaging and service design. And the Alzheimer's chatbot, which using chatbot technology to be an aid and companion to Alzheimer's sufferers. So if you would like to have as much creative freedom as I've had and meet new people in the business and work on design and technology that helps people's lives, then you should join WeMake. Thank you for listening.